out in the sunshine. Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. I'm Heath. It's October. We're talking about scary music in this episode. This is my Halloween playlist. This is the stuff that I'm listening to. It's all on CD, by the way. This is going to be a CD-heavy video, but of course you can find these things. Some of this is in vinyl, some of it's digital, whatever your preference is, but I like having something to hold up. I like having something that I own. Let's kick it off. Jerry Only, Anti-Hero. It's the bass player, vocalist for the Misfits, and it's his first solo album. After all these years, it's Jerry Only's first solo album, and it rips hard. This is an amazing album. It's 8 songs, but it's only 28 minutes long, and they're all killer. No fillers. They're all killer. Listen to Fear the Walking Dead. Listen to Snake Eyes. Listen to Anti-Heroes. It's the title of the album, so they must have really connected with that one. But even the cover, You're So Square, Baby, I Don't Care. It's great. And the packaging here, I'll fold it out for you. So it's not strictly punk. There's a lot of punk influence, but it's something else. It's just sort of a classic rock sound. I don't mean classic rock. I mean, it's a very classic, timeless rock and roll sound. The lyric sheet unfolds into the poster. And what's really, really cool is that this cover glows in the dark. So if you want to know what this looks like, right here is a screenshot of what this looks like in the dark. So check out Jerry Only's debut solo album. It's amazing. On a similar note, here's Alice Cooper live from the AstroTurf. This is recorded in October 6, 2015. Alice Cooper, the Alice Cooper Band, they got back together and did some new tracks a few years back, and they did a show at this record store, Good Records, Dallas, Texas, 10/6/15. And this is not only the audio, but also a Blu-ray, a region-free Blu-ray of the performance. So this is a track listing. It's not a long show. There's also a feature documentary about the performance. So the Blu-ray documentary film, including the full show, extras, music video of I'm 18, music video of Under My Wheels. There's an interview. It's got liner notes from the band. Alice Cooper is now the man, but before he was just the man, that was the name of the band. And so this is the Alice Cooper Band. So the multiple members of the band have contributed to the liner notes here. Really just talking about, getting back together and continuing the legacy of what they started all those years ago, in the late 60s. Zappa's involved in this. It's a fascinating story. So live from the AstroTurf, that's Alice Cooper. This has been a fun discovery for me. This is a brand new release. This is Halloween Nuggets. This is on CD and on vinyl. I'm a big 60s music guy, so a lot of what you're going to see here is going to be 50s, 60s. I was going to say 70s, but that's not. Actually, 50s and 60s or earlier. So this is from Rockbeat Records. Haunted Underground Classics. Here's the track listing. And it's really, really fun. For me, I like fun Halloween music. I like to look at this. Look what we're dealing with here. House on Haunted Hill. Oh no, this came out. Screaming Jay Hawkins, Dr. Demento. This is just ads, but that's the kind of thing that we're dealing with here. So for me, this stuff's really, really fun, and I've been listening to this all month long. There's 2 more here. Actually, a lot of this stuff's very similar. The Hallow Scream compilation and Hallow Scream 2. These are loaded. Look, 30 tracks on Hallow Scream and 28 tracks on Hallow Scream 2. These are from Atomicat. I think, I'm trying to figure out where, let's see, Broken Silence. Anyway, they're just really well curated. Here's some liner notes if you want to check that out. And this is what I listen to all year round. I don't mean like the Halloween music, but I mean like 50s and 60s music. Here, Hallow Scream does not have the track by track listing, but great stuff. But this is what I listen to all the time. Here's what I was going to say. So there's discoveries. There's a lot of discoveries for me here. You get a lot of the same stuff year to year on a lot of these compilations. I'm trying to see if there's some examples of what I'm talking about. You're usually going to get like a Monster Mash or something like that. You're going to get Screaming Jay Hawkins doing I Put a Spell on You, but here we've got a different Screaming Jay Hawkins song, Little Demon. which I wasn't overly familiar with before this. So they're really digging. The 50s and the 60s were such a prime era for the kind of thing that we're talking about, and it's reflected on television screens with like the Addams Family and the Munsters, shows like that. But in the music scene, it was even more apparent. This is, I love this compilation. So this is Monster 60s A Go Go, Halloween Nuggets, Monster 60s A Go Go from Rock Beat Records. Which I think there's some affiliation with Shout Factory. It even says copyright. This is 2014 copyright. Shout Factory, LLC, licensed to Rock Beat Records. So Shout Factory licensed this. It's an interesting situation. But this is 99 tracks, and they're not all listed. So it's like there's no, oh no, the case is broken. All right, I'm going to have to be careful with how I show this on camera. So it's 3 CDs, 99 tracks. Let me take out the booklet here. I'm going to hold this up so you can see everything. And because we're in a well-lit area, and because I'm doing this in 4K, you should be able to freeze and read everything that you want to read. So that was disc 1, that was disc 2, here's disc 3. Check it out. They're referencing The Mummy, Karloff. Go ahead and show you the other 2 pages. Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Definitely doing a Universal thing here. So 99 tracks in addition to the, what was it, like 58 on the other compilation. It'll keep you busy for a while. And again, so many discoveries, because a lot of this stuff, you know, the same songs get mined over and over. Here's 2 really crazy ones, you guys. I think these are gonna be up your alley. Swinging at the Seance. This is, what is this called? Jazz for a Halloween's Night. Ghostly selections from 1919 to 1953. So that's crazy right there. So they, none of this is familiar to me. So like 50s and 60s is really well covered, right? But earlier than that, it's all obscure for me. So, but they got like Duke Ellington. I wanted to reference some of these for you guys so you can look them up on YouTube. Ella Fitzgerald, Pack Up Your Sins and Go to the Devil. Where is the Duke Ellington one? Anyway, here, check it out. Freeze it, look at the track listing. And on a similar note, it's getting hot in this jacket directly in the sun. It's warming up. Blues, Hoodoo, Halloween. This is Scary Blues and Jazz from 1925. In fact, you guys, I'm gonna slip off. Ooh, so much better. This is 1925 to 1961. They kick it off with Screamin' Jay Hawkins, I Put a Spell on You. But it goes to some really interesting places. Lonnie Johnson, like Mississippi Sheiks. You guys have never heard this. I think this might be ideal for like if you're setting up a haunted house and you want to have like a room, like a creepy room that's like old-timey or whatever. That's a great use for this. This is not Halloween music, but it's interesting to me. This was sent to me by a company, and they're probably watching this, and they might get a kick out of this. So this is Oktoberfest. I'm Weissencracker 2022. I did not know what to think about this. This is a 4 CD compilation of October. I was like, is it just gonna be like polka, like? So I put it in, and it's all electric, and it's like in front of, a lot of it's in front of an audience, and it's like drums, and there's like, it's German. It's even made, like, look at the titles of the songs. It's all German. And I think this is from Germany. Yeah. It's, yeah. Well, hold on. Now it looks like we're in Ibiza. Okay, I don't know. It's all in German, but Blue Line? Anyway, check it out. There's like Oktoberfest versions of Sweet Caroline and Country Roads. That Country Roads take me home to the place. It's like an Oktoberfest version of that. There's a Fiesta Mexicana or Mexicana, however you want to pronounce it. Like, this is just a really interesting compilation. Check it here if you help you get in the mood, your Oktoberfest mood. This is how they're all laid out. 4 Oktoberfest CDs. So I don't know if you're. I want to hear from the Germans on this because I know we've got a lot of watchers, you know, viewers in Europe and Germany. I want to know what you guys think. Like, what's up with this? Just explain what's up with this. What's the do people listen to? Actually, I looked up because the first song, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. This song right here, track number 1. apparently, like, somebody just won a competition with that somewhere, like in Germany or in Europe or something like that. I was like, what? So it's a huge song, but I don't know anything about it because we don't really have that here, to my knowledge, in the U.S. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about. Also not strictly Halloween, but definitely timely. This is a compilation from Bear Family Records, who puts out amazing compilations. This is from 2019, but it is Autumn Leaves, and it is 29 songs to get you in the mood for fall, for autumn. Bear Family does these great compilations. They do a lot about Christmas time. They've got some for summer. They've got Easter or spring break, I think they've got. But I like these because when the season, I think they call them their seasons collection, and as the seasons change, you start listening to these, and it helps get you in the mood. You're really celebrating things. So the range of a Bear Family compilation, I mean, it goes all over the place. So it's mostly 50s and 60s. We go as far back as, 1949, and as far ahead as 1971, I believe. So Eddie Cochran is on this, Bobby Darin and his orchestra, the Tempos, the Viscounts. The Viscounts do like this super like sexy, sultry, noir kind of music. That song is called September Song. Here, I'm holding it up. If you want to freeze that, I love this compilation. I just keep listening to it over and over again. Oh, the disc is off the hub. That's not a euphemism either. Oh man, the little spindle just broke. All right. I guess there's a downside for physical media, if we're going to talk about one, is that this stuff it always comes broken. But anyway, they're going for Bear Family. Really does a lot to preserve Americana, and they do English music compilations too, but they love Americana, and they do a lot to preserve country music artists and rockabilly artists. Highly recommended. So all of this stuff is what I'm listening to. All of this stuff, we got quite a range here, but from Jerry Only to like old Mississippi blues and folk songs and things like that for the Autumn Leaves collection to Oktoberfest. But music is such an important part of my life, and I love music just as much as I love movies. So I'm happy to talk to you guys about this stuff. What are you interested in? Check it all out. Listen to some samples. Listen to some. Put it in your Spotify playlist, whatever. Check it out on YouTube. This is all really good stuff. Super high marks for Jerry Only, because I can't believe it's a debut solo album, and it just tears the door off the hinges. It's an amazing album. All right, guys, I forgot to mention, I just saw this. The Live from the AstroTurf show is limited and numbered. So you see, I have, just dropping more CDs. I think I have, I don't know. You guys tell me what this number is, but that's what I got. So, all right, guys, let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Thanks so much. Take care. Till next time, I will catch you later.